My friend, do you sense it? Do you feel the shifting, the turning, the unseen hand of heaven moving through the earth? The world is trembling, and those who listen can hear the voice from eternity. Prepare. This is not a time of delay. This is not a time of complacency. The final plan of God is unfolding before our eyes. The scrolls of heaven are being opened. The last assignments are being given, and the final sealing is taking place. The prophets of old longed to see this day. The angels gaze in wonder. But you have been chosen to be here now for this moment. You were not born by accident. You were placed in this generation for a purpose, to be a part of God's final plan. The signs are clear. The nations are at war. The world is divided. Darkness rises. Deception increases. And men call evil good and good evil. Everything that has been foretold is coming to pass. Do you understand? God is separating his people. He is calling his remnant out of Babylon, out of compromise, out of the systems of this world. A shaking is coming, a great unveiling, and only those who have prepared will stand. Are you ready? To prepare means to return, to turn away from all that entangles, to remove what is impure, to cast aside every distraction. To prepare means to listen, to discern the voice of the shepherd, to shut out the noise of the world, and to hear what the Spirit is saying to the church. To prepare means to obey, to step into your calling, to fulfill your divine mission, to move where he leads, even when it makes no sense to the world. The final call, the time of lukewarm faith is over. No more half-hearted devotion, no more playing church, no more sitting on the sidelines. This is the time to burn with holy fire, to shine as a light in the darkness, to stand when others fall. For the final plan is not just about the end, it is about the beginning. It is about the return of the King, and when he comes, he will find you ready, or he will find you unprepared. From the beginning of time, the purposes of God have never been random. Every event, every movement of history, every rise and fall of kingdoms has followed a divine timeline orchestrated by the hand of the Almighty. He is not a God of confusion, but of perfect order. And now we have reached a threshold, a moment of destiny where the final phase of his plan is unfolding before our very eyes. The time of delay is over. The appointed hour is drawing near. And those who have ears to hear will recognize the urgency of this moment. From the days of the prophets, God has declared the end from the beginning. He spoke through his servants, revealing what was to come, giving signs, calling his people to prepare. The warnings were given, not to bring fear, but to awaken his people, to call them out of complacency, to separate them from the ways of the world. And now we stand at the edge of that which was foretold. The world is trembling. Nations are in chaos. Darkness is increasing. And yet, for those who belong to him, this is not a time of fear, but a time of clarity, a time of preparation, a time of standing firm in the power of his truth. The final plan is not a mystery to those who walk closely with him. It has been spoken from ancient times. It has been written in the sacred texts. It has been whispered in the secret place to those who seek his face. The shaking that is coming is not an accident. It is the unfolding of what has been decreed. And as it unfolds, there will be a great separation, a dividing of those who truly follow him from those who only claim to. For too long, many have walked in lukewarmness, holding on to the things of this world while trying to hold on to the things of God. But in the days ahead, there will be no more middle ground. The fire will test every heart. And only those who are rooted in him will stand. This is the time to remove every weight that hinders, every sin that entangles, every distraction that keeps you from your purpose. There is no time to waste. The things of this world are passing away. The kingdoms of men will fall. The systems that people trust in will crumble. But the one who trusts in the Lord will never be shaken. God is calling his people to higher ground. He is calling them to a deeper walk, a greater consecration, a readiness that goes beyond words. There is no room for hesitation. There is no time for delay. What he has decreed will come to pass, and nothing can stop it. The wise will prepare, the faithful will stand, the chosen will rise. The trumpet is sounding, the call has gone forth, the final plan has been set, and the question remains, will you be ready when it comes? The prophetic warnings are increasing. For those who have eyes to see and ears to hear, the signs are unmistakable. They are in the nations, in the heavens, in the shaking of the earth itself. The world is not as it once was, and it will never be again. The voices of the prophets, both ancient and modern, have declared it. The time of great shaking has come. The warnings have gone forth, and yet many still slumber unaware of what is unfolding before them. But to those who are awake, to those who seek the Lord, the urgency of this moment is undeniable. Look at the heavens. The signs are there. Signs in the sun, the moon, and the stars. The cosmic order itself is testifying that something is changing. Strange occurrences, celestial events, disruptions in the natural order. All of these things are markers of what is coming. The heavens have always declared the glory of God, and now they declare his warnings, but only those with spiritual discernment will recognize them. The world explains them away, dismissing them as coincidence or science, but those who walk with God know better. Look at the shaking of the world. Earthquakes in diverse places, storms of unprecedented strength, fires consuming the lands, floods sweeping away cities. Creation itself is groaning. The earth trembles under the weight of sin, under the rebellion of mankind. The order that was set in place from the beginning is being disturbed. The judgments foretold are beginning to manifest. Yet even in the shaking, there is mercy. Even in the warnings, there is a call to repentance. For those who are listening, this is not a time to be afraid, but to be ready. It is not a time to shrink back, but to rise up. The increasing warnings are a call, not to despair, but to prepare. The Lord is awakening his people, setting apart his remnant, marking those who will stand firm in the days ahead. The wise will take heed. The foolish will ignore it and be swept away in the coming storm. But you, if you hear this now, you have been given the opportunity to respond, to align yourself with his will, to turn away from the distractions of this world and fix your eyes on what is eternal. The prophetic warnings are not just background noise. They are the voice of the Almighty, calling his people to be ready. The time is short. The hour is late. The warnings will not continue forever. And when they cease, what has been foretold will come to pass. Will you be prepared? A separation is taking place. It is not a separation of man's doing, nor is it one that can be stopped. It is a divine separation ordained by the hand of God himself. The line is being drawn between the true and the false, the wheat and the tares, the faithful and the deceived, and every person must make a choice. There will be no middle ground. There will be no neutrality. The time of blending in is over. The days of compromise are coming to an end. Those who are of God will be set apart, and those who are not will be revealed for what they truly are. For too long, deception has taken root in the hearts of men. The enemy has sown tares among the wheat, and the difference has not always been clear. The righteous and the unrighteous have grown side by side. The faithful and the unfaithful have stood in the same places, speaking the same words, appearing to serve the same God. But now the time of distinction has come. The Lord is making known who truly belongs to him. The testing has begun. The pressures of this age, the trials of life, the challenges of faith. These are the refining fires that are exposing what is real and what is false. Many who once claimed his name are turning away. Many who once appeared strong are now crumbling under the weight of the world. But this is not a tragedy. It is a revealing. It is the unveiling of hearts. For those who are truly rooted in him, their faith will only grow stronger. They will shine brighter. They will rise higher. But those who have built their lives on anything other than him will not stand. This separation is not just happening among nations or within churches. It is happening in the hearts of individuals. God is searching the depths of every soul, exposing what has been hidden, revealing what has been concealed. Those who have played with faith, who have worn the mask of devotion while secretly living in rebellion, will no longer be able to hide. The light of truth is shining, and it will illuminate everything. And so the question remains, which side will you stand on? Will you be counted among the wheat, or will you be found among the tares? Will you be numbered among the faithful, or will you be exposed as one who is only pretending? The choice is not made in words alone, but in actions, in devotion, in surrender. Now is the time to separate yourself from everything that is not of God. Now is the time to align yourself fully with Him, to walk in holiness, to pursue righteousness with all your heart. For soon the harvest will come. The separation will be complete, and those who belong to Him will enter into His glory, while those who rejected Him will face the consequences of their own choices. The line has been drawn. The moment is now. Choose this day whom you will serve. For in the end, there will be no second chances. The call to consecration has gone forth. It is not a suggestion, not an option, but a divine command. This is the time to set yourself apart, to cleanse your heart, to remove everything that does not belong to His kingdom. The final plan requires a holy people, a people undefiled by the world, a people wholly devoted to Him. There is no place for compromise. There is no room for half-hearted devotion. The time of casual faith is over. The time of complete surrender has come. From the beginning, God has called His people to be separate. Be holy, for I am holy, He declared. Holiness is not a burden, it is a privilege. It is the mark of those who truly belong to Him. But holiness is not just a title, it is a way of life. It is not about religious rituals or outward appearances. It is about the condition of the heart. It is about being wholly His, free from the corruption of this world, free from the chains of sin, free from everything that hinders the fullness of His presence in your life. The world has crept into the church. The sacred has been mixed with the profane. Many claim His name but walk in darkness. Many profess faith but live in rebellion. This cannot continue. God is calling His people to a deeper place, a higher standard, a level of purity and devotion that cannot be faked. There is no room for divided hearts. There is no space for hidden sin. Every idol must be torn down. Every chain must be broken. Every impurity must be purged. To be consecrated is to be set apart. It is to walk in a different way, to live by a different standard, to reject the ways of this world and embrace the ways of the kingdom. It is to surrender everything, your desires, your plans, your ambitions, until only His will remains. It is to be wholly consumed by His presence, to hunger for His righteousness, to thirst for His truth. This is not a time to play games with God. This is not a time to delay. The final plan is unfolding, and only those who are consecrated will be ready. Those who cling to the world will be left behind. Those who refuse to surrender will find themselves unprepared. The shaking has begun, and only those who stand on the rock of holiness will not be moved. And so the call goes forth. Set yourself apart. Lay down every sin, remove every distraction, purify your heart, for soon the time of preparation will be over, and what has been foretold will come to pass. The bride must be ready, the people must be holy, the kingdom must be made manifest. Will you answer the call? Will you forsake the world and follow Him with all your heart? Will you be counted among the consecrated? The choice is yours, but know this: there is no middle ground. The time is now, the hour is late, and soon there will be no more time to prepare. The time of waiting is coming to an end. Many have sought their purpose, wondering why they were placed in this generation, why they have endured trials, why they have felt a stirring deep within their spirit. The answer is about to be revealed. In this final plan, God is unveiling divine assignments, missions, and positions for those who have been prepared, those who have walked in obedience, who have remained faithful in the hidden seasons, who have sought Him with all their hearts. These are the ones He is now calling forth. This is not a moment of random selection. God does not assign missions by chance. Every calling is ordained, every task divinely appointed. He's been molding, refining, shaping His people for such a time as this. Some have felt the weight of waiting, the frustration of delay, the silence of preparation. But what seemed like a delay was a process. What felt like silence was training. The Lord was building within you the strength, the endurance, and the character required for what is ahead. And now the time of revelation has come. The doors that were once closed will be opened. The paths that were once hidden will be made clear. Those who have been seeking direction will receive it. The Lord is commissioning his people, sending them forth into their divine assignments. Some will be called to preach, some to teach, some to govern, some to build, some to break down strongholds. Each has been given a role in this final plan, and no role is too small or insignificant. Every assignment is part of the greater purpose. Every mission is part of the unfolding of his will. But take heed, these assignments are not given to those who are unprepared. They are not for the lukewarm, not for the complacent, not for those still clinging to the ways of the world. They are for the consecrated, for the surrendered, for those who have purified themselves in the refining fire of his presence. To receive the calling, one must be ready to walk in obedience, to forsake all that does not align with his kingdom. The revelation of your purpose is not for your own glory, but for his. It is not to exalt self, but to exalt the name of the Lord. He is raising up a remnant, an army of those who will stand firm in the face of opposition, who will carry his truth without compromise, who will fulfill their assignments with unwavering faith. The final plan is being set in motion. The divine appointments are being distributed. Will you be counted among those who step forward? Will you rise to the calling? Will you walk in the mission he has prepared for you? The time is now. The assignments are being revealed, and those who are ready will step into the very purpose for which they were created. The time has come. The final plan is unfolding. The warnings have been given. The separation has begun. The call to consecration has been declared, and the divine assignments are being revealed. There is no more room for hesitation, no more time for lukewarm faith. The line has been drawn, and every person must choose where they will stand. Will you be counted among the faithful? Will you prepare your heart, cleanse your hands, and walk in the purpose for which you were created? God is calling his people to rise, to be bold, to be unwavering, to walk in holiness, to stand firm in the face of darkness. Those who remain in compromise will be left behind, but those who answer the call will be strengthened, anointed, and prepared for what is to come. This is not the hour to fear, but to step forward in faith. The assignments have been given to those who are ready. The doors are opening for those who have prepared. The time is short, the hour is late, and soon what has been prophesied will come to pass. Do not delay. Do not turn away. Do not ignore the voice of the Lord. This is your moment to align yourself with his will, to seek him with all your heart, and to walk in obedience. The time of waiting is over. The time of action is now. May you be found faithful. May you be found ready. May you be counted among those who endure to the end. Thank you. And may the Lord strengthen and guide you in the days to come.